There's no way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Aspinall has done it. He is officially, let me rub my eyes and make sure I'm seeing this right, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion. Undisputed, guys. This is no interim title holder. Tom Aspinall is not going to have to defend any more interim titles. That is right. Jon Jones is gone. He is retired. He's sailing off and enjoying the fruits of his hard work and labor. Dana White came out. I mean, might as well have been Jon Jones too. Dana White came out after UFC Baku and nonchalantly dropped the news on us. Literally out of nowhere. I mean, this guy was, I think he was yapping about maybe Ignacio Bahamondes or something. Yeah, guys, Fiziev had a great performance. Bahamondes, I think he was a little starstruck. I think it was a little bit of a too quick of a jump up in competition, you know what I mean, to go from Jalen Turner. Oh, by the way, guys, Jon Jones is retiring, and Tom Aspinall is the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah, Jon Jones called me last night. Let me know he is done with the sport. Cool. Anyone have any more questions about Jamal Hill? Khalil Roundtree, again, looked absolutely phenomenal. Like, what? Bro literally just nonchalantly dropped it on us in the post-fight conferences after UFC Baku. No fair warning. No, hey, guys, I'm giving Jon Jones news, after the fights today. I'm going live on Instagram. Nothing like that. Literally just dropped the news, hoping no one would hear about it, see it, and obviously the media outlets went crazy. I mean, as soon as he announced it, there was like 15 people that were posting on YouTube their reactions initially, and then, obviously every social media outlet site has posted it, reposted it, tweeted about it in some sort of way. The news just flew. And rightfully so. I mean, it's Jon Jones. It's Jon Jones retiring. The people have been wanting to know for months and months on end. Okay, Dana White has been promising that this fight is going to 100% happen. Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall will go down. He's been guaranteeing it for months. Jon Jones doesn't hide. He is not scared of anyone. And when asked today, hey, do you regret all the time that you gave Jon Jones to hold out on that fight? Do you regret not stripping him? Do you regret anything about how you approached the situation? And Dana deadass looked everyone straight with a straight face and said, no. No, in fact, I feel pretty good about it. I mean, he deserves it. With all the stuff he's accomplished in the sport, he deserves it. I feel bad for Tom. We'll make it up to him. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. That genuinely pissed me off. Let's say that's anyone else who has made a huge impact on mixed martial arts. They are getting stripped immediately. Demetrius Johnson, without question, gets stripped in a situation like that. Islam Makhachev, without question, gets stripped in a situation like that. Hamzat, DDP, whatever champion that you want to name, GSP, anyone in a situation like that that's holding out against an interim title holder and guaranteed contender. I mean, what the fuck is the interim title even for anymore if the UFC undisputed champion is not going to fight his interim title holder? I mean, a good thing Dana White has officially gotten rid of those, because what the that was literally just, I don't know. So the fact that got held out for that long pisses me off. Dana just nonchalantly saying no. Yeah, I feel bad for Tom, but no, I don't regret it. I mean, it's Jon Jones. Moving on, though, I am so glad. To be moving on from Jon Jones. Tom Aspinall is about to give us some beautiful movement in the UFC heavyweight division. He is going to be such an active champion. I mean, dude, this guy he's going to be getting back-to-back like first or second round knockouts and submissions in basically his next 3 or 4 fights. Like, who the fuck is going to give Tom Aspinall any sort of resistance, let alone present some sort of danger to him? Jailton Almeida? Really, bro? Really? Jailton Almeida is not going to do shit to Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is about to reign the UFC heavyweight division like an absolute unit. Okay, the longest heavyweight streak is about to start here and probably not end for at least another fucking 2,000 days. Okay, Tom Aspinall is going to be a UFC champion until he's probably the age of 38. And there's going to be so many people that are going to go into the comments, dude, Tom Aspinall isn't as good. Who the fuck is literally going to, who's going to beat him? Who's going to beat him? Kuniev? Kuniev's going to go on a win streak and beat Tom Aspinall? Really? Jailton Almeida? Curtis Blades? Sergey Pavlovich? What? These are guys that Tom Aspinall has already like taken care of in seconds, bro, in minutes. There's no shot unless it's another freak injury or just a crazy like shot in the dark knockout strike that one of these guys lands. Tom Aspinall is going to be a very, very dominant champion, and I'm hyped up for it. I'm glad that we need this in the heavyweight division. We need some movement. We need to get a few of these guys out of the top rankings, and we need to get some new blood in there. You know, the heavyweight division, there's only like 20 something fighters in the whole division. It's literally the top 15, and then it's like the few heavyweights that the UFC just signed because they're always looking for new heavyweight talent, because they will literally sign anyone as long as they can move and throw a punch. But there literally isn't anyone to sign. The heavyweight division is so it's chalked right now. It's like we need a Tom Aspinall dominance for the next 3-4 years to at least provide some sort of entertainment in the heavyweight division. Even if it's Tom Aspinall just knocking out random bums that are just going on like 2-fight win streaks. And then again, I mean, for crying out loud, Kuniev literally got Curtis Blades in his first fight in the UFC and probably would have gotten a title shot in his second fight. And I know he's coming from a different organization and he's somewhat established, but still, that just goes to show you how dry the heavyweight division is, bro. It's like we have no one right now. So Tom Aspinall, he's probably just going to start lining the heavyweights up and just knocking them out one by one. Cool stuff. I'm hyped up for it. The MMA Guru tweeted, and I had to talk about this because it was kind of baffling to me. 5-second sentence from Dana White is all Jon Jones got for his retirement. That is insane. I hope for UFC 317. Like I said, as shitty of a person as Jon Jones has been, a terrible human being for a good amount of his career, you know, at the end of the day, man, you really can't judge because, you know, Jon Jones has turned a leaf, and, you know, although he definitely messed with us and kind of pissed everyone off with this whole Tom Aspinall situation, dude, really, to not give him any sort of ceremony or goodbye or even like a video giving him recognition, like they better do something for him at UFC 317, bro. It's actually gonna suck if they don't do anything for Jon Jones, and it's just that 5 seconds of retirement. But knowing Dana White and his pettiness, that could literally be the case. I mean, we're talking about the guy that literally screwed Arman Tsarukyan's whole career over because Arman Tsarukyan did it to himself. But regardless, Dana very harshly went ahead and said, hey, you're not fighting for the title. You can fight down, but no one's probably going to fight you. And yeah, you're probably just going to have to sit out for at least another year and not fight. So I enjoy wasting a prime year of your career. Like that, you know, it is what it is. Dana's on some demon time. But like I said, man, Jon Jones, the decorated career that he's had, yes, it's tainted. Yes, you know, you could sit here, you could argue the Dominic Reyes fight, the Matt Hamill fight, the fight, that fight. But at the end of the day, man, the career that Jon Jones has had may never, ever even come close to being replicated, bro. Not even close to being replicated. Take that with a grain of salt. Yes, the guy cheated. Yes, the guy had, you know, some iffy ups and downs in his career. But even nowadays, dude, to cheat and to approach mixed martial arts the way Jon Jones did, and then have the success that he did, I highly doubt anyone would ever have the success that Like this is never going to be replicated. Like this is never ever going to be replicated. Guys like Islam Makhachev come into the UFC and they have like these crazy careers of 4 or 5 title defenses and wins. Jon Jones has 12. Okay, 12. That is insane. 12 defenses. Some guys don't even finish their UFC careers with 12 fights. Bro, this guy has 12 defenses. 14 title wins. Am I correct on that? 12 defenses, 14 title wins. Yeah, that is insane. That is unheard of. Shout out to Jon Jones for just having the absolute phenomenal career that he had. He does piss me off, though. You know what I mean? He does piss a lot of people off. And it just sucks the way he approached this. Wasted a year of Tom Aspinall's career, led all these fans on, led the UFC on, stripped us from quite literally the best heavyweight fight that we would have ever seen. Like, this is hands down going to be one of those fights that we look back and we're like, you know, there's all those fights where people are like, damn, man, like we really missed Tony Ferguson and Khabib Nurmagomedov, or we really missed like this or that. This is going to be one of those fights where people are going to be like, damn, bro, we really missed out on Tom Aspinall versus freaking Jon Jones, especially when Tom Aspinall gets to the latter end of his career and, you know, he's finishing up and getting ready for retirement. We are going to be looking at this fight like, God dang, man, do we miss out? It sucks that we never got to see it, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the yapping, don't forget to drop down, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments, who do you guys think got screwed the most? Was it Tom Aspinall, who had to sit out for a year, defend an interim title, get screwed over, not only with legacy, but with pay too? Was it the fans who sat there and trusted the UFC, trusted Jon Bones Jones to pull through, to give us this generational fight, and then just to get let down after UFC Baku like that? Or was it the UFC, who has been investing and pouring all their time and trust into Jon Jones, telling their entire fan base that it was going to be a guaranteed fight, and then it just falls out like this and never happens? I don't know. I don't know who got the worst end of it. I personally believe that Tom Aspinall did, but at the end of the day, the UFC lost out on a lot. The fans lost out on a lot. But it's just one of those things where Tom Aspinall is never going to get that year back. He's never going to get those potential defenses that he could have had back. And that's always going to hurt his legacy a little bit. Hopefully, we will never have to worry about that again. Jon Jones, enjoy retirement. And thank you guys so much for watching, man. I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Deuces.